Fix-It Tony here. So we have a 2000, what year is this? 2005. They're one of the original Buick Rainiers. These are built on the GMT 360 chassis. Same with the Trailblazer, the Envoy. They've even built a Saab with that. And that came with the Vortex Straight 6 4.2 liter. These are a lost foam design from the cylinder head. Known for some issues, unfortunately, especially with the valve seats. On the 5-cylinder, 6-cylinder, not too bad. This was actually owned by an older gentleman and took pretty good care of it. Not great care, but pretty good care. But this is going to be an excellent candidate to see if we can clean this, because take a look at this. Whew. We have some sludge, obviously, and we have some obviously smoke coming out of here, and that's just from probably a bad PVC system. So we're going to go ahead and replace the PVC, and we're going to do an oil change with Valvoline Restore and Protect. We didn't even have to go down this engine and look. We know this thing's dirty, so we're gonna have to do more frequent oil changes in order to clean this all out. We have some other things we're going to be doing to this today, including some front brakes. We're not going to do that in the video, but we mostly want to focus in on trying to get this engine cleaned out. So perfect. We're under the truck here. We have a transmission pan leak. We're going to go ahead and address that, but that won't be on this video. But we are going to drain the oil. Nice thing about the GMC 360s is the drain plug's right here in the bottom, and it drains really easily. Nothing complicated here. One of the big problems with these two is the oil change light kicks on like 10,000 miles on these, which is why we run into problems like the excessive amount of sludge in these engines. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and drain this out. And then the feature of this truck on the 4.2s, and you'll see it here, it actually has a hole through the oil pan, and that's for four-wheel drive models because it is a taller engine. So we'll drain this out, and we'll take the scope inside to see what it looks like on the inside. So we have the oil drained out. It's so smoky in here because it's obvious this engine has a ring problem, or hopefully not a cylinder head problem, but I think it's a ring issue, which the Valvoline Restore and Protect will help us with that. We can't even see in there. It's so much stuff going on. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and go back to the top, take the oil filter out, and go ahead and put the oil in. For those who watch my videos, you know I buy these by the 5-gallon shop box here. I used to get them for 80, 90 bucks, but somebody, one of the viewers notated me, letting me know that these are like $160 now. Insane. I can't believe it. I mean, inflation's caught up to them. So fortunately, luckily I'm stacked up here and I'm backed up a little bit with these, but we'll see how much longer I can hold off before I have to go buy another one here. So anyway, the 4.2 takes 7 quarts of oil, so we'll go ahead and refill our trusty jug here and put 7 quarts exactly. All right, so I'm going to remove this. We're going to clean the inside of that to see what our progress is, especially after we replace that PVC valve, which is usually the most common reason you end up with this garbage here. So anyway, we're going to put 7 quarts in her, and then we're going to get that oil filter off. I took it off separately because I didn't have the oil filter on me, so we're doing this kind of in reverse. All right, so we can clean inside this cap here, put 7 quarts in. I'm going to go ahead and address the PVC system. Again, if you have issues like the PVC system on this one that are obviously not venting the crankcase correctly, we want to address that, just because that causes emulsion, which is what you see on the inside of this cap here for oil. So anyway, we're going to take this apart and grab that PVC out and show you what it looks like. But again, address your issues. Oil's not going to fix everything. If you have mechanical issues, you need to deal with your mechanical issues. So after a little research, these engines do not have a PVC valve per se. It's always running. Probably why they have so many issues. So, but anyway, this is where our gunk is coming up through, and you can probably see right there. So probably a bad design in the valve cover, but you can spray some cleaner in there and try to clean it out. There's also a hose on this side you can take off that you can clean the inside of that, and maybe there was a little bit of a blockage in there. There definitely was a blockage in here. So we got those cleared out, and we're going to put it back together. I did want to notate, when you have people replace your air filter, you got to be really careful. You can kind of see what they did to this. They bent it when they put the cover back on it. This is our cover right here, and it fits right in here. But as you can see, when they bend it, now they got dirt. They allowed dirt to get in there. I just don't understand some people sometimes. But anyway, we're going to get her buttoned up, put it back together here, get her started, and replace that oil filter really quick. All right, so the oil filters up in these are way up in there. You can see it. It's a 3675. Here's our filter here we took out. Not really sure how old this is. I don't think I've ever heard of Fram core. If I have, it's been a long time. So we're going to cut this open. I'm curious what it looks like on the inside. All right, so we got the oil filter apart. It is sludgy as all get out inside. So it's been on there for a while. You can see there's actually hard contaminants in there. You can also see it started to implode on itself. It was definitely clogged. It's been on there way too long. So anyway, we're going to replace this a lot more often now and get all the sludge out of it and make sure we don't have any issues going from this moment forward. All right, so we got the oil in. This one's just about, this is complete with the oil change. We're doing some other stuff here. That might be on my son's other page, but it had a leaky transmission pan. So they're out there, you can hear in the background, cleaning off that pan, getting it ready. As you can see, it does have a remain seal leak, and that transmission actually was in good shape, except it was a few quarts low on transmission fluid because of that leak. It looks like we might have a little bit of a small leak on the cooler line, but overall, I think we can get this young gentleman some more life out of this truck. Hopefully we can get this engine cleaned out. I'm really curious how well the Restore and Protect will work. We're going to have to change out the filter more often because this engine's a complete mess inside and it is consuming a little bit of oil. Good thing is these take 7 quarts of oil, which means that it's hard to run these low in oil. So, and the reason it's so much oil is because the pan's deeper because they have that pass through for the axle for the 4-wheel drive models. So please follow us on this adventure. This truck will be back in a few months. We'll see what she looks like. And subscribe and share. We have more content coming. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.